I think I eat like 6 of these a day. They're just so good. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Imani and I'm a beauty, fashion, and lifestyle YouTuber. Today I'm giving you my top 5 tips to feel totally relaxed during finals time. It is such a stressful time, and honestly, it is a little bit inevitable. It's just a culmination of everything that you've done the entire semester, and it really is important that you do well. But on the other hand, you do still have a lot of life to live, and going into the holidays, you don't want to be super stressed out. So I wanted to share with you guys my tips for getting through finals week without wanting to cry. You want to see my 5 tips? Continue to watch. And I really do these, by the way. Like, I really do these. So number 1 is to first carve out time for yourself. For me, this is always going to be doing a workout. And my workouts are so super quick. It's like 30 minutes of me time. I never want to do it, but I'm always grateful that I did it afterwards. And if there's something that makes you feel that way, then you should do that. Whether it's painting or writing or watching YouTube videos, take time to do those things for yourself, even during stressful finals week. It's important. It gives you break time. It gives you time to just like de-stress, and then you can come back to your work and you can study. My tip number 2, and this is honestly probably one of the things that has changed school for me in general, and that is really finding the way that I study best and only doing that method. I have a video on how I study for midterms, which I can link in the cards and also link down below. But basically I share with you guys how I repeat information over and over again, because for me, hearing it back is just like a process of memorization. It just like clicks for me. Another thing that I do is I write out important information. I read over slides. So figure out what type of learner that you are and only do that. I mean, if you're doing something that doesn't work for you, it's a waste of time if you think about it. So I know some people that like play back their textbooks on the Mac. There's a feature where you can play the textbook where it'll like speak to you, and I know some people that can listen to that and memorize and ace a test. Other people like me, that would never work for. I need to like be constantly writing or seeing or reading or hearing the information. But figure out what works best for you. It may take a little bit of time, but I promise you, like, this will change your life. You will spend so much less time studying, and you will be so more carefree when it comes to finals time and midterms too. Number 3 is to try your best to stay organized. I always say try your best because at the end of the semester, you're not even in the same mind frame you were in the beginning. I know for me, I go like here, and then at the end, I go this way. Like the effort that I have, the amount of strength that I have to care just like plummets. I'm not even gonna lie. But something that I really have made myself do this time around is stay organized. Like I have a list in my notebook of to-dos. So I have my school to-dos, I have my quick to-dos like running around or picking something up or emailing someone. The last section is my YouTube to-dos. So I separate all 3, and that's how I work best. I try to keep that system even through finals time so that I know exactly what I need to do, what assignments are due, whatever, like everything is there so that I can see it. I just think this is really important because for me, I'm not the most organized person, and I can be definitely scatterbrained when it comes to all of the assignments that we get towards the end of the year, and that's in any program. They just like hit you like, there you go. Basically like, take that, go do all this stuff. And it is impossible to keep up with all of it if you don't write it down. So that's what works for me. Stay organized. You don't have to use my method, but use whatever works for you, whether it's digital, a digital to-do list or calendar, or reminders in your phone. Okay guys, my tip number 4 is to let the people around you know what you're doing and what you're up against. This was even more important, honestly, when I lived at home, because my parents were constantly like, Imani, can you do this? Imani, can you go here? Imani, you want to do that? Imani, come with me here. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Do this. Like, they never, I think when you go to school online, and I don't blame them, it's just so hard to like grasp that I'm a full-blown student. And it's hard to grasp because I never leave for class. You know, I don't physically go to class. So if you are an online student, especially, but even if you're not, just let the people around, where was I? Oh, if you're an online student, and even if you're not an online student, let the people that you live with or the people that you're around know that this is like a high stress time, that you need to be alone, that you need to be like quarantined to your room, and it's not being rude or disrespectful, but you need this time, this week for yourself. And it may be hard, but it really is gonna make a difference in your grades, and people will receive it well if they know what you're up against. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. She's in her room in a corner studying, probably like rocking herself out of craziness because she has a dysphagia final. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or like neuroscience or chemical, organic chem, something like that. Like it puts people in the know, and it makes it easier and better for you. Okay, I'm done rambling about that. Okay, and the last tip, number 5 for getting through your finals week, stress-free, is to connect with other people in your program. I talk about this so much in my video all about being an online student. I will link that below, and also in the cards. But it is really, you feel isolated during a testing time because everyone is so focused on themselves, but it's so important to connect with other people. For me, I like check in on my friends who are in the program, and then they check in on me, and it makes me feel great because I have support and I don't feel like I'm all alone in taking the test. And you also never know, someone may tell you like, hey, look out for this, or I didn't study enough of this, but you really should. That's if you have like a really good friend and people aren't trying to be competitive, you know, like some people. But that's neither here nor there. It just makes you feel better about taking the test. It honestly just makes you feel like you have more community. And yeah, I actually just remembered that a friend of mine hit me up about the test. Alright guys, so I know this video was super quick, and that's the point. You have to get to study. So thank you so much for clicking on this video, for watching it with me, and continue to support me and let me know what you would like to see below in regards to grad school and SLP. I am down to answer any question that you have. I always answer, so please ask me down in the comments. Also, if you have any tips for finals week for me, I am always trying to be better at this thing, so leave them down below as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe too. Bye!